Hello. I'd like to discuss with you the confidentiality of settlements. This is a recent development in the last, I'd say, 5 years or so, where settlements have become confidential. I mean, in the beginning, if there was a verdict in court, that would not be confidential. That would be a matter of public record. However, settlements before verdict are many times made confidential. Initially, settlements involving large amounts or involving products would be confidential, and it'd be part of the settlement agreement that the settlement would be kept confidential. That is, the plaintiff and the counsel would not go to the press and boast about some great big settlement against General Motors or the Hyatt hotels. They did this to protect their brand, their image, and in some cases, the product design. So initially, confidential settlements were the province of large cases and products liability cases. However, we've seen in the last few years that so-called routine cases have required confidential settlements. As part of the settlement agreement, the defendant insurance company, will want a clause in the settlement agreement that the settlement will be confidential and that plaintiff and counsel will not publicize the settlement. Now, in the last 5 years or so, we live in a society where every person is their own public relations arm. They can go on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or Twitter or whatever to advertise and talk about their settlement or their political opinions or whatever. So we've seen recently in the last few years that so-called run-of-the-mill cases, not involving a defective design, not involving a large amount, and not involving a celebrated or known defendant, would be the subject of confidentiality. So we tell our clients many times, don't expect to publicize your settlement on Facebook or Instagram. And in the instances where there is a confidentiality agreement, we will tell the client. But nowadays, we are seeing in small cases, as well as run-of-the-mill cases and larger cases, confidentiality agreements. So we just wanted to make you aware of that.